Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, a warm welcome to the Pakistan Pavilion at COP28. I extend my gratitude to each one of you for joining us today at this crucial event. Being here today is just a part of our collective journey towards building resilience in the wake of climate change. I must acknowledge the pivotal role played by Dr. Adil Najam in shaping the vision of Living Indus, and I look forward to his continued support in operationalizing this initiative. I must extend special thanks to the Food and Agriculture Organization and the Director General for their instrumental role in developing the agriculture sector of Pakistan. Your expertise and insights are crucial as we work together to tackle the challenges, especially now that climate changes are aggravating and Pakistan is the 8th most vulnerable country to the impacts of climate change. Pakistan's climate challenge is primarily a water challenge. We are at the receiving end. This is our challenge, we all know. We must realize that the majority of Pakistan is part of the Indus Basin. And to adapt Pakistan to climate change, we must adapt the Indus Basin to climate change. The government of Pakistan is clear on its priorities. With Living Indus, this umbrella initiative emerged from extensive consultations with stakeholders, resulting in a set of 25 living interventions that emphasize nature-based solutions and ecosystem-based adaptation approaches. But more important is that the Living Indus initiative seeks to mobilize a movement that repairs and restores a healthy Indus for today and tomorrow. And here we are to collaborate and give voice to our river. The Indus River needs a voice, and we are here to be that voice. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indus feeds us, and if we don't take care of it, it will not be there to take care of us. This initiative suggests that we need a minimum indicative investment between 11 to 17 billion US dollars over the next 15 years to mobilize from the public sector, private sector, citizens, and communities. This will come in pieces, we understand, especially as Pakistan is facing a financial challenge. WWF, USAID, the Coca-Cola Foundation, and the Green Climate Fund for successfully developing the Recharge Pakistan program, the first concrete step towards Living Indus. This flagship project, with an international climate finance of nearly $78 million, is central to our efforts in reducing future flooding and drought impacts. The Recharge Pakistan project, launching flood and water resource management, this initiative under the Living Indus framework will not only benefit millions of our citizens, but will also serve as a model for climate innovation on a global scale. Well, I don't thank you prior to speaking my heart over here, and then I'll thank you, and we'll leave. This entire journey to be here and participating in COP28 has been an amazing one for me personally. Well, the science is there. I've been hearing about global warming, climate change, and started reading about it, learning it from people like Dr. Adil Najam and many more, listening to it. The discourse around climate change, I feel, is matured a lot. We have, and under the umbrella of the science, empirical evidence is the buzzword. The science is there to guide us, lead us. And whenever there are such initiatives to respond to such challenges, there is a material aspect and part to that. We're talking about $2 trillion or $3 trillion. Some say up till 2030, some say maybe a year or so. One aspect which I feel is missing is the opposite of the science, and that is arts. Where is the aesthetic part to climate change? Where is the emotional investment with climate change? Well, we do have and aspiring to have $2 trillion investment to promote the implementation part of the climate change. But there are 8 billion souls which needs to invest emotionally in that realization. That I feel is a bit the missing link. Missing link in our poetry, as Dr. Adil was indicating, missing from our folklores, missing from our music, missing from our rituals, missing from our languages. The people either on the west of Indus when speaking Pashto or Baluchi, and someone on the American continent expressing themselves in the indigenous tribal languages, and how do they view all of them? This one initiative of not putting a plastic bag do not require $1 trillion investment. All it needs is an inspiration, a thought, where I feel the emotional part or the investment part is a bit of missing link. Are we thinking on that side? Is there a realization? Is it part of the conversation, or it should be the part of the conversation? I think so. We should bring in all the nuance which is very much needed. It should be advocated by the activists, by the civil society, by the NGOs, by the scholars, and eventually some non-aesthetic entities of governments like myself too can follow the footsteps. So yes, it is an existential threat. There is all the conspiracy theories revolving around that idea that it is just a hoax created by experts like Dr. Adil has been buried, and they are all in the grave, and he's just a living and dignified example, just like our Living Indus initiative, and the rest is gone. But we do need, in my humble opinion, to club this with the artistic part of it, with the emotional side of it. And it all seems more mechanical, it seems more ritualistic. People only talking about the project terms, people only talking about the frameworks, people only having conversation around these ideas, which probably is needed and required, and I am not against such structured approach at all. But we human beings, we want fun, we want color, we want festivity. So there has to be something created around this whole idea of implementation. And this is one area which I feel that I should express my thoughts, what I think about it, and let's all become committed climate change global citizens. We have to have a new form of order which has a status of religion associated with climate change, with diversified faith groups, with diversified ethnic groups, with diversified linguistic groups. One degree which is giving us a new identity to the mankind is our following towards the commitment to climate change. I thank you all.